Today is April 30th, 2020. It is day 4 of Spirit Week. It is Brook Pride or College Pride Day. I hope you have one or the other, if not both. As you can see, I have my Brooke Rosendale sweater. That's us. Ooh. And I'm wearing the shirt of where I actually went to school, which was UMass Amherst, the University of Massachusetts in Amherst, Massachusetts. Now, I'm so happy to be representing my school today with you all because, as some of you know, I was the first in my family not just to go to college, but to finish. It definitely was not easy. It was a lot of hard work, but it was all worth it. As I always say, the best things in life are usually hard. I'm going to share with you a picture on the screen of when I graduated with my family and how they were so excited and so proud because it was just such a major accomplishment. Someday in the future, that will be all of you. All right, so go and get your shirt or your sweaters ready and come back and join me for learning. All right, friends, before we start writing today, I actually have a few shout outs. So in a moment, I'm going to put a couple letters on the screen that some of you wrote. And the letters that these friends wrote, I want you to notice how neat their handwriting is, how much space they gave themselves to be able to write their whole letter from the beginning of the line to the end. They included all of the parts of a letter. They made the person they were writing to feel special and loved. And lastly, their letters flowed like a conversation. So whoever was getting that letter felt like they could write back. I'm going to share those with you now. And I want you to keep doing such an amazing job in doing all of those things. So shout out to Divine, Joshua, Marquise, Amelia. From Scranton, we have Keisha, Alexander, and Adrian. All right, keep up that great work, guys. I can't wait to keep seeing what you come up with. All right, we've been writing all sorts of letters to show our community and our friends and our loved ones just how much we care about them. We've written friendly letters, we've written thank you letters, and yesterday we wrote get well letters. Now I'm really excited for what we're going to do today because today is going to be like a special project. We are going to be writing thank you letters to essential workers. Essential means needed, right? So we are going to write to all the workers that have been needed right now at their jobs to keep things going during this difficult time. I know some of you have people in your families that are essential workers. There are many different types of essential workers. There are people who work at the hospital. There are people who are delivering mail for us, delivering food, people who are working at the grocery store, people who are growing food, right? People who clean our schools and our businesses, people who have their own businesses who are doing work to keep you inspired and motivated, right? Nurses, doctors. There are lots of people that are doing so many different things to make a difference, and we want them to feel appreciated and loved and respected. So today, we are going to look at a few pictures of kids that made signs. Now, the reason I'm so excited for this project is because all of the letters that you write today, your teachers are going to send them to me, and Miss Andrews is going to put them all together, and I'm going to send it to those workers. Okay? I'm going to find a way to show this to them so that it can brighten up their day. So make sure, again, you're including all of your parts and you're writing in your neatest handwriting. We want them to be able to read it, be like, wow, this first grader made me feel so good during such a challenging time. I want to thank them and write them back for making my day better. You ready? All right. You're going to make sure you have your pencil. Miss Santos uses a pen, but you are only using a pencil. You're going to make sure you have your letter writing paper. Again, yours does not have the parts written down, but you can write them in to help you. Okay, go ahead and grab those materials. All right, now if you remember from the other day, there are certain parts of a thank you letter that we need for it to truly be complete. Okay, so when you start your letter, you're going to make sure you're writing what you're thankful for, why you are thankful for that. You're going to have a short conversation with the person you're thanking, and then you're going to end with your final thank you. So it might look a little different than the thank you letter you wrote the other day, but that's okay. So today we are thanking essential workers for their service. Service is when you help others, okay? So we are thanking them for their service and making our community a better place to be by helping each other out. All right, we're starting with our heading, guys. Our heading is our date, and today is Thursday. Again, you can write out the words, or you can choose just to write out the number. Thursday, April 30th, 2020, or 4/30/2020. Okay? That is what your paper should look like so far. Okay, now for your greeting, I want you to take this time and really think about who you would like to write to. So again, there are people that work at the hospital, there are grocery workers, there are people that help clean the places that we do still have to go to. There are people working at the bank. There are people starting their own organizations to keep us inspired and motivated. Think about who you want to write to. And when you have it, I want you to write it down. Okay? So I am going to write to doctors and nurses. That's who I'm choosing. You're choosing your own. It could be the same, but your reasons are going to be different because it's your writing. All right, so for greeting, I write dear, and I'm going to write nurses and doctors. And I put a comma because again, your reader is going to take a pause before they read what you're actually writing. All right, we are at the best part, writing the body. Okay, so when we thank someone, and today we're thanking them for their service, that's going to be the first thing we say. Something I find helpful that might help you guys too is drawing a little arrow in the beginning so that you guys have enough space to see where the letter is starting. So I'm going to say, thank you so much for your service during this difficult time. Again, notice how that sounds like something I would say to them if I were in person. I'm sounding like myself and I'm being honest, okay? Now I want to explain, before we explain why we're thankful, we can give specific details about what we're thankful for in the service that these people are doing for us. So I'm thanking nurses and doctors because during this time, they are still risking their own lives to take care of other people who are very, very sick. Okay? They are still doing everything in their power to try to heal these patients. So I'm going to write that. And another way to show thanks is by saying appreciate, right? So I'm going to say, I appreciate how you have risked your life to take time and do all that you can to heal the sick. Right? They've risked their lives and they've taken time and they're just doing everything in their power. Now, on top of this, they have also done little things like make videos or pictures to cheer their patients up, right? Which shows that they are making the best of this time by still making people smile. And that's what we're trying to do for them. So I'm also going to include that. I'm going to say thank you for being creative and still finding ways to make people smile. Okay? Now, I'm getting into the conversation part of my letter, right? So, in them doing all of these things, it just shows how brave they are. And I want them to know that. So I'm going to tell them directly, which means I'm just going to say exactly that. You are so brave. I'm going to put an exclamation point because I'm saying it with expression. This is not easy work, because it isn't, right? I'm sure some of you feel that way too with your family members that have to go out and do their jobs. It's not easy work. This is not easy work, but your hard work is noticed. So we want them to know that we know it's not easy and we know they're working hard, but we know that we're noticing it, right? Because we know that when people notice the things we do, it makes us feel good. It makes us feel seen. It makes us feel understood, which both of those things together make us feel really loved. Notice how I said it with expression. And again, notice when I'm writing nice and neat. I'm including lots of finger spaces. And I'm going from this red line to help us with the beginning. And I'm going all the way to the end before I start on the next line. Now, the last part of my letter is ending with my final thank you. Now, you could say, we thank you, or we appreciate you, to close it off, right? We want to sandwich it by making them feel good. So I'm going to say, we thank you so much. Stay strong. So we want to encourage them. Now, when you write your closing, you can choose the one that feels best to you. It could be sincerely, love, best, all my love, sincerely. Did I say that one already? So I'm going to write, or you could write your friend, your first grade friend. So I'm going to write sincerely, and remember, my signature is just my name. All right, when you finished, I want you to read your letter back to yourself, and I want you to think, do I have all the parts of the letter? There are 5 of them. Is my handwriting the neatest it could be? Are there finger spaces? Did I spell my hard words correctly? Does it flow like a conversation? Okay. Now, the people that I'm sending it to, they may not write you back, okay? But there is power in knowing that you are going to make them smile with your actions. And who knows, maybe one of them will. So I'm going to see if my letter did all those things. I'm going to do mine, and then you're going to do yours. Dear nurses and doctors, thank you so much for your service during this difficult time. I really appreciate how you have risked your life to take time and do all that you can to heal the sick. Thank you for being creative and still finding ways to make people smile. You are so brave. This is not easy work, but your hard work is noticed. We thank you so much. Stay strong. Sincerely, Miss Andros. Okay? I added that really at the beginning, right here, so I'm just gonna write that in. All right. So try your best. I can't wait to see what you guys write. You've been doing an amazing job. That is all for today. Until tomorrow.